Well, hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Michelle.
And today we want to talk to you and answer the question, how cold is too cold for your Great Pyrenees dog to be outside?
So far, it's going to be colder than 21 degrees because that's what it is right now.
That's right. We want to see how much colder they can withstand it. I want to show you the precautions and kind of the setup that we've put together for our dogs to stay outside when it hits a record low tonight.
Yep.
Now here on our small farm, we have goats, we have chickens, we have a pig, and we also have our Great Pyrenees, our Livestock Guardian Dogs. And these dogs, they live outside 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're doing their job to protect our livestock, our goats and our pig and our chickens. But you know, here in South Texas, it doesn't get cold like this, like ever. Like we're about to experience a record low. I think it's gonna get down to like single digits and wind chill of negative digits. So we were really concerned, like, what are we gonna have to do with these dogs? Are we gonna have to bring them inside? And we wanted to be able to answer the question for you as well. So we wanted to share with you the preparations that we've made for this. Now, one of the things to know about the Great Pyrenees is that they were bred to withstand some very cold temperatures. You see, they have a very unique double coat. So especially in the winter, it starts growing out, and the outer layer of it's very coarse, very long, and that helps to wick off moisture, the snow, the ice, and keep their body dry. But then up underneath that long coarse coat is kind of this like wool type of undercoat, which helps to keep them warm. So even though it's only like 20 something degrees out here right now, if I was to take my gloves off and feel his skin is nice and warm and dry underneath this coat. It's like the best nature-made winter coat ever. Isn't that right, Mac? Yeah, there you go. All right, so even with their very warm coats, they do need shelter, especially in extreme low temperatures like we're experiencing. So we don't have a barn just yet on our property, but what we do have is these rather large dog houses that we made, and they come in handy for also providing shelter for our goats. And what this helps with is the dogs can escape into these dog houses, get away from the cold wind, they can get away from the sleet or the rain or the snow. That's right, we're expecting some snow as well. What is he doing? And Mo's here is trying to eat the back of my leg.
They just want some attention.
Yes, yes.
Did you tell them we keep heat lamps in the dog houses too?
Yes, we also keep heat lamps going in the dog houses when it's this cold. Again, just to give them a little bit more heat. But what we actually find is during the day, the dogs don't even want to be in there. They're out laying down in the field. They love this cold weather. The goats, on the other hand, they're in the doghouse underneath that heat lamp. But what's cute about the goats is they don't normally look this chubby and this like fluffy, but their coat kind of fluffs out to help keep them warm in this cold weather as well. These are Nigerian dwarf goats, and they're looking all fluffy right now.
Yeah, they are. If you've been following us, you know that we recently just had puppies. If you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check this link out and you can watch that video. But obviously our care for them and our precautions with this weather are a little different than our older dogs. So if you want to come along with me, I'm going to show you what things look like for them. First off, they're enclosed in a 10 by 10 kennel that we've double wrapped in tarp and plastic sheeting. And then we have the door now front. And inside our she shed, the entire base of the shed is lined with hay. We also have hay kind of keeping the side of the she shed that takes on the most wind stacked to try to prevent any breezes from coming in. We've also created a nice pillow of hay underneath where the puppies hang out with a blanket, and we have 3 heat lamps. We do have a thermometer in here. Looks like it's about 29 degrees in here. I can tell you that I was just outside and it is frigid outside, but in here I actually feel like I could take my gloves and my hat and my jacket off. All the puppies look like they're healthy. They're staying warm. We're checking their temperatures, and it's given Mama a nice break from being out in the elements as well. So we're just going to continue doing this for the next couple of days. It's going to be about 3 more days that it's going to be cold. So we're going to keep checking them. We probably check them about every hour to 2 hours.
And while the thermometer up there on the wall says it's 29 degrees, that's the temperature up there, not underneath the heat lamps. Obviously, we can't put the thermometer down low with them or they would get a hold of it and they would chew it up. But the temperature where the puppies are is much warmer. We've taken it down there while we've been out here with them, and the temperature where they're laying, especially when they're all together, is closer to 60 degrees.
Also, be sure you tune in again next week, so we're going to have a puppy update about how things are going since they all moved out here to Schuster.
That's right. This is Mac. He's our boy. He just wants some cuddles. Oh my goodness. Preparation for the cold for our chickens is very similar as it is to the dogs. Why are you hiding behind me? So this is the inside of our chicken coop. You can see some of the hens are just content with hanging out inside, staying warm. In here, we've got a couple of heat lamps going. We got the hay down on the ground that helps keep some of the ground from getting so cold in here. And we've got some eggs that we can go ahead and grab, some fresh, farm fresh eggs. Let's go. Thanks, ladies. Our pig Memphis just stays warm by going into his shelter over there and kind of burrowing down into the hay. Now, one last precaution that we took out here on our farm, we're on well water, and we need to make sure that not only our family, but also our animals, that they have fresh water to drink. I wanted to make sure that our well didn't freeze, that our pipes in our well house didn't freeze. So I ran an extension cord out to the well house and put a heat lamp in there. I'll show you what I did. So we've got it insulated in here. I've just got the extension cord going with the heat lamp in here, and it's nice and toasty in here. Not too hot, but definitely not cold, and it's keeping all these pipes and our filters and everything nice and warm. Well, that's it for today's video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe so you don't miss when we drop the next video. We're gonna be sharing the next puppy update video in just a few days, as well as if we get 5 inches of snow here, we'll probably share a video of how crazy it is out here with some snow. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon. Now, here on our small farm, we have, I forgot what I was gonna say. Now, one of the first things to know about the Great Pyrenees is that they were bred to lay down and just love cuddles. In there as well, just to double sure, make sure. Why am I stumbling on my words? Now the preparation.